हेलो 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 एवरीबॉडी। ये जो पूरा वीडियो है ये एक नई सीरीज की शुरुआत है जो कि हमने जीके इन्फिनिटी ने आगे प्लान करी है। यहाँ पर हम लोग क्या बात करने वाले हैं, हम स्टूडेंट से बात करने वाले हैं। फॉर दीज आई हैव सिलेक्टेड टू ऑफ माई ओन कॉन्टैक्ट्स जो कि ऋषभ ने मुझसे पढ़ाई करी थी एंड उसके साथ उसकी फ्रेंड हर्षिका। ये दोनों ही प्रेजेंटली अपने 4th ईयर में हैं। इनके साथ मैंने एक इंटरेक्शन किया है जस्ट फॉर यू टू नो कि नालजार में ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं जो कि कोई और नहीं बता रहा है, और आप इनसे सुनेंगे, इनकी भाषा में सुनेंगे। देखते हैं, वीडियो बहुत एक्साइटिंग होने वाली है, पूरा एंड तक देखना, मजा जरूर आएगा। Okay, so Harshika is from Hyderabad and Rishabh is from जोधपुर, है ना। सो जोधपुर से हैदराबाद का काफ़ी लंबा सफ़र करके एंड हैदराबाद से हैदराबाद का काफ़ी लंबा सफ़र करके सिकंदराबाद में कैंपस कहाँ पर है एग्जैक्टली, कैंपस की लोकेशन कैसी है, पहले वहाँ से स्टार्ट करते हैं। हाउ इज़ द एरिया वेयर द कैंपस इज़ लोकेटेड?
देखो ऑनेस्टली तो हैदराबाद में है नहीं,
हाँ,
आउटस्कर्ट्स में है बहुत, मतलब
एयरपोर्ट
अलग
से भी
village
वो
है।
बहुत ज़्यादा दूर पड़ता है, मैंने सुना है।
हाँ मतलब
एयरपोर्ट से 75 किलोमीटर्स है एंड सिकंदराबाद से 25 किलोमीटर्स है, मान लो। इट्स लिटरली लोकेटेड इन अ विलेज. इट्स a huge campus, but everywhere around it for like 10 kilometers is just village. And nearest hanging out spot अगर आपको सिटी के आसपास का भी देखना है, so that is 15ish kilometers.
बट 40 मिनट लगता है अराउंड।
Yeah.
तो इन 40 minutes you guys reach from your campus to city
सिविलाइजेशन
civilization.
Yes.
Yeah, that to put in a right way. So can you guys describe your campus or Nalsar in 3 phrases?
The first, I think, very necessary part of it would be culture shock. Because as soon as you walk into Nalsar, you look at everything happening at Nalsar, you look at the freedom that you get, and you will necessarily have a culture shock because it will be like, shit bro, दुनिया ऐसे काम करती है यहाँ पे. And it's a bubble of its own. क्योंकि दुनिया कहीं पे भी ऐसे काम नहीं करती है, सिर्फ नालसार में ये चीजें चलती है बस.
For example?
मतलब see, this will be on record at least somewhere, so बहुत ज़्यादा तो open भी नहीं करेंगे, but हाँ, see, hanging out with your friends very late at night is something that was very new for me because घर पे जब होते हैं तो usually like parents wouldn't allow you to go to your friend's place too late, so this is something I think for every residential college is true, but this is something that was very new to me, and when you interact with people from all over the country, तो वो एक थोड़ा सा cultural shock मेरे लिए तो था, बिकॉज मैं तो हमेशा से ही जोधपुर में ही रहा हूँ और मेरे सारे मोस्टली दोस्त जोधपुर के ही थे, तो it was after when I went to Nalsar, that's when I interacted with people from various cultures, states, etc. So that was something that was there. And एक चीज that I would mention is, see, when you are in your home state, when you are in your home city, you won't talk too much in English, right? I mean, at least coming from a boy, मेरे तो दोस्त लोग मजाक उड़ाते थे, कोई इंग्लिश में बोलता था तो कि भाई ये क्या कर रहा है. But when you like go to, I think any NLU for that matter, you have to pick up the profession, like you have to pick up a professional way of speaking to people, and English plays a huge role. So that is something that you pick up, and that's part of the cultural shock, in fact, that you get once you reach
This
this place.
becomes a major personality change as well. अपने आप में जब आप फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में जाते हो और फिर घर आते हो तो ये एक बहुत मेजर चेंज दिख जाता है लोगों को.
हाँ.
Yeah, true.
Not just socially, I think even academically, very realistically speaking, it is much more difficult to cope if you're not already fluent in English and you're used to speaking in English. Difficult होता है to understand what's happening. बहुत complicated English use होती है for some reason. But
And for some reason, like social groups also form this way, at least in the beginning. Oh, yeah, this person speaks a certain way, this person speaks this language, blah blah blah. That plays a big part, at least in the initial weeks, months. But then it mellows down to some extent.
ओके, सो थोड़े बेसिक्स एक बार बता देते हैं कि नालजार की सबसे पहले फीस कितनी है?
For a semester, it's 1.35 lakh
per semester.
Yeah, so around 2.8-ish for the entire year.
Yeah.
ये तो वो खर्चा है जो कि आपको देना ही देना है. इसके अलावा आपका जनरल मिला जुला के मेजर एक्सपेंसेस किस चीज़ में हो जाते होंगे?
So this is inclusive of the hostel charges, mess fees, etc. So major खर्चा तो यही है. उसके अलावा I mean it depends. If you live very far away, then see मतलब मैं जोधपुर का हूँ तो वो वाला travel expenditure I don't think.
नहीं, ऑन कैंपस जैसे लॉन्ड्री वगैरह वहाँ पर फैसिलिटी होगी ही कैंपस में अंदर.
So hostels में washing machines है, but there is a laundry person that comes twice a week. तो उसका जो charges होता है that you have to pay. There are a bunch of eateries, canteens at campus. That's
कितने
not.
हैं, कौन से हैं?
At 4.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah. हाँ बात करूँगा ठीक है 5.
तो these are खाने की दुकानें या फिर और भी चीज़ें मिल जाती हैं इसमें अलग अलग?
और भी चीजें मिलती है. It's a mix of everything. There's one like mess के अंदर ही है.
जनरल स्टोर टाइप.
हाँ, there's one we call it Mamas. It's called Mamas.
अच्छा.
क्योंकि बंदे का नाम मामा है.
Okay.
He sells like a bunch of stuff.
Stationery मिल जाता है वहाँ पे.
Stationery, soap, all that.
तो बेसिक जो आपकी नेसेसिटी होती है वो सारी मिल
हाँ, लेकिन बहुत ओवरचार्ज करता है.
Yeah,
क्योंकि
that's-
मतलब मोनोपोली तो है ही और कौन है वहाँ पे. तो
और बच्चे फिर इसके बाद तो 15 किलोमीटर दूर जाएंगे.
No, but then there is basket that delivers that takes 8 to 10 hours. So
कोई एक पर्टिकुलर फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग चीज़ है कॉलेज के बारे में जो कि बिकॉज ऑफ द डिस्टेंस तुम्हारा दिमाग बहुत ख़राब करती है? जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, हाँ, एक से चालू करो उसके बाद तो बोलते जाओ. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे आई वाज इन एनएलयू तो वहाँ पर मुझे लगता था कि कैब आने में बहुत नखरे करती थी, रात में भी और शाम को भी, कभी भी कर लो तो डबल चार्ज कर लेते थे. तो बिकॉज ऑफ द डिस्टेंस कि ये थोड़ा सा कैंपस बाहर है तो इसकी वजह से क्या क्या दिक्कतें होती हैं कुछ नालसार में?
I think Rishabh should take this. मैं तो लोकल आईडी में घर चली जाती हूँ हर चीज के लिए.
So when we came here, उस time cabs थोड़ा सा issue हो था. Cabs was a big problem. But in the last year or so, it has gone better क्योंकि there are cabs available almost all the time. Also, नालसा के गेट के बाहर ही ऑटो रिक्शास होते हैं. Although they charge a bit higher than what you'll get for an online cab. But cabs अब इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Unless and until रात को बहुत ही लेट अगर तुम ट्रैवल करना चाह रहे हो, which is like after 9-10 whatever, उस टाइम थोड़ा इशू हो सकता है. But there is one guy who manages cabs at Nalsar. तो उनको आप कांटेक्ट करके you can inform him beforehand कि मुझे कैंपस से इतने बजे जाना है तो can you please come and pick us up. तो
It's not like a Nalsar guy. Just sort of become कि Nalsar students call him if they need a cab. Because वो area
कोई स्टूडेंट का साइड बिजनेस है क्या है ये? आई वाज थिंकिंग दैट.
It's an outside guy.
So usually people contact him. उसके अलावा
अरे वो go-karts भी है. There's this new thing that we set up recently. Go-karts करके there's this company, I guess. He allows you to rent cars. तो 6 घंटे के लिए इतना, 12 घंटे के लिए इतना.
Zoom car model type.
Essentially. हाँ, वो बिट्स और बिट्स करके कॉलेज है नाम पास में ही. तो बिट्स एंड नालसार के लिए he handles the cars.
Also, how is the ethnic diversity in your campus? ठीक है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल हर कॉलेज में ऑलमोस्ट डोमिसाइल तो है ही, तो लोकल स्टूडेंट्स तो होते ही, उनके अलावा बाकी जो डाइवर्सिटी है वो कैसी है ऑल टुगेदर? लोग कैसे आते हैं, मतलब आते तो क्लैट क्रैक करके ही हैं, बट लोग इन जनरल कैसे लगते हैं आपको जो नए बैचेस भी आए हैं उनको मिला के?
So I think we do have people from all across the country. There is no one specific place that is like जहाँ से बहुत ज्यादा बच्चे आते हैं. But one thing that is good about Nalsar is यहाँ पे 7 countries के students को admission easy मिलता है, मतलब easier मिलता है. So people from Bangladesh, Nepal, from these countries they have quota allotted. So उसके through I think if I'm not wrong like 4 to 5 students from these 2 countries we have, and yeah, people from all across the country. Mostly Delhi NCR के काफी सारे लोग होते हैं, राजस्थान से काफी सारे होते हैं, but now it's like from any state you can have at least a couple of students.
ऑल्सो
Yeah.
इसमें नालसार में हर्ड अबाउट सर्टेन फेस्ट वगैरह भी होती हैं जिसमें आप अपना कल्चर को शो करते हो प्रॉपर, वो सेल थोड़ा एक बार वो क्या इवेंट्स हैं क्या है एक बार पूरा उसके बारे में बताओ.
So they're all like regional fests. We have one larger college fest called Carpe Diem. But apart from that, there's like Telugu Fest and Awadh Magad and Rajasthani Fest and West Fest, East Fest. It's essentially sort of celebrating the diversity of a particular region in India. It's a way hostel at the end of the day, and students are away from home, so homesick to hote hi hai. So it's a sort of way for students to sort of feel at home, connect with their culture, showcase their culture to the rest of the university, or like wo area ki signature dishes banti hai on that day, and it's
So
a whole
there is
fun.
this one day allotted for one culture, ऐसा in that
So-
particular fest.
There are events that, so let's say Telugu Fest, for example. The Telugu students on campus gather, decide one date for the fest, and they organize it. वो students से funds collect करते हैं, and you pick 2 days for a fest. एक दिन pre-fest होता है जब music बजता है, गाने चलाते हैं, snacks मिलते हैं, all that. And the main fest, there's dance performances and stuff. But it's an entirely student-led thing, and it depends on when the students decide. So it's not like ek hafte mein this day is Saudi Fest, this day is Telugu Fest and stuff. Once a year it happens.
And people from that particular region, they actually contact a caterer, and then the caterer comes down to campus, वो खाना prepare करता है, and the students from that region actually serve the entire student body and faculty. the
तो
food.
वो अपने रीजन का खाना बनवाते हैं प्रॉपर.
हाँ
तुमने दाल बाटी बनाई?
हाँ अरे शौक से.
वेरी नाइस. तो
But having said that though, just having said that though, I think realistically, if you have to do it, at the end of the day, Nalsar ki fees is still 3 lakhs. So there are people that come from across the country. There are people from various, financial backgrounds that come. But there is a baseline there, which largely is people that can afford a 3 lakh per annum fees. It's not like, let's say, medical school, जहाँ पे 20,000 की fees होती है. So that baseline is there, unfortunately.
तो ये
we
जो
don't have
फीस
policy-
है प्रॉपर, एक मिनट, ये जो फीस है जैसे यू हैव सेट के 3 लाख पड़ जाती है मिला जुला कर, तो कुछ कॉलेज की तरफ से स्कॉलरशिप वगैरह मिलती है, किसी बैच टॉपर या कुछ ऐसी स्कीम है कॉलेज की?
टॉपर को नहीं मिलती है. कॉलेज हैज अ नीड बेस्ड स्कॉलरशिप स्कीम, but from what I know, it's not entirely like it's not the best scheme in the sense that there are too many students on campus for the scholarship fund to adequately support everybody. So there are some students that do face some difficulties. But apart from that, there's like your Aditya Birla, which is a merit-based scholarship, and there's a whole bunch of others that students use as well.
ओके नाइस. तो आर देयर सम अनसेड रूल्स इन द कैंपस जो कि लोग फॉलो करते हैं?
Unsaid?
अनसेड
Unsaid
रूल्स.
Rules. Yeah, there are. I mean, you have to. I mean, that's
टेल
spoken
मी
as
योर
the
टॉप 3 फेवरेट.
favorite rules.
No, there's 3 golden rules of Nalsar. I don't know if. See, I think unsaid rules are things that they should come to campus, see and learn on their own. क्योंकि वो seniors से रैग होते हैं और फिर पूछा जाता है
रैगिंग
क्या
से स्टार्ट करते
permission है.
हैं. रैगिंग से स्टार्ट करते हैं, क्या होता है?
It is positive.
Positive interaction होती है,
हाँ,
रैगिंग नहीं
वो तो
होती है
हमने भी-
Nalsar में.
हम जब सेकंड ईयर में आए तब वो तो हमने भी वही बोला था.
हाँ.
कि-
No, but actually, so a few years ago, I think batch of 2023 actually took that step, and they were like, okay, there has to be no ragging, and even positive interaction has to be till a certain level where the individual is not uncomfortable. तो उस बैच से काफी टोन डाउन हो गया है, and people are actually very careful as to if the student that they are talking to, if the junior, like first year, first semester student, वो comfortable है, only then they like hold the student back and then speak to them, whatever they interact. But if a student feels uncomfortable, they can just get out of the space and be like, okay, I'm not feeling that comfortable here, so I don't want to be a part of this. And people are actually considerate, and थोड़े बहुत लोग होते हैं जो इतना नहीं होता है, but it's not very bad from what we have heard from our 5th years. उनकी तो बहुत outrightly गंदी रैगिंग होती थी, but in the past 2-3 years वो बहुत कम हो गई है. इट्स ओनली अपॉन द फर्स्ट ईयर, अगर वो बात करना चाहता है या चाहती है, देन द पॉजिटिव इंटरेक्शन हैपेंस, अदरवाइज
आपके साथ कुछ मेमोरेबल हुआ हो तो बताओ,
मेरे साथ
जो
तो
दिमाग में एक सबसे ज्यादा मेमोरेबल चीज चिपक के रहेगी, ऐसा कुछ।
मेरे को उल्टी परेड कराई है, चेयर उल्टी करा के बिठाया है उस पे, और डांस करवाया है, गाना गाया है मैंने, और पता नहीं ये सब चीजें मैंने तो वॉलंटियर भी कर लिया था। मैंने कहा
उल्टी
हाँ भैया,
परेड कैसे करते हैं?
पता नहीं अकेडमिक ब्लॉक, अब भैया यहाँ पे तो नहीं बताऊंगा भैया, मतलब तो मैं भी सीनियर हो गया थोड़ा।
थोड़ा अच्छा, अपने जूनियर्स के लिए बचा के रख रहे हो।
हाँ हाँ, वो पूरे अकेडमिक ब्लॉक में
Suspense.
मैंने परेड की है,
अच्छा,
तो वो बड़ी मेमोरेबल चीज थी।
एनी इंसिडेंट्स विद यू?
I haven't. I don't know if it's lucky or unlucky. I haven't gotten ragged उतना.
बेनिफिट्स ऑफ बीइंग फ्रॉम हैदराबाद।
नहीं, I think मैं बस छुप जाती थी सीनियर्स से बहुत.
और थोड़ा लड़कियों के साथ सावधान भी रहते हैं ना।
हाँ, that is also true. लड़कियां बहुत कम रैग होती है compared to guys.
गाइस
This was in fact-
गाइस तो वैसे भी नहीं कर सकते और लड़कियां आपस में भी नहीं करती।
Ah, yeah, that's an unspoken rule. Guys don't drag girls. Girls can drag guys, but guys don't drag girls is what the general rule is. Obviously, some people break it, but this is the idea. And in fact, you know, like first month in college, you have a curfew. You have a 9 p.m. curfew. You have to be in hostel by 9. Otherwise, some seniors will come rag you. That was the only month where, like, if a girl would step out, chances of the girl getting ragged would be much lesser than if a guy stepped out. One of my friends, Papam, had walked out of his hostel. He didn't even come meet us, and he got pulled in by this one senior, and he got dragged for 45 minutes, and then he just went back into his hostel.
हाँ,
So stuff like this happens.
सिमिलर स्टोरी मेरे साथ भी हो रखी है।
Hmm.
मैं तो 9:15 निकला था, पर सीनियर्स ने पकड़ लिया 9:30, 10:30 बजे तक उनके साथ ही बैठा था। उन्होंने बाहर रखा, पर पूरा ज्ञान दिया कि क्यों तुझे अंदर जाना भी जरूरी है।
क्यों जरूरी है? क्या ज्ञान है?
मतलब बस दोस्त जमानी है, कुछ नहीं। It's actually nothing.
ये सिर्फ फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर तक क्लियर रहता है।
फर्स्ट सेम मतलब फर्स्ट सेम सेकंड सेम में इतना नहीं होता है, बट आई मीन जूनियर्स आर
हम
जूनियर्स।
लोग जब फर्स्ट ईयर में थे, हमारे यहाँ एक रूल था कि फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में अगर आप हो और आप अगर लड़के हो तो आप शॉर्ट्स नहीं पहन सकते, आपको पजामा पहन के घूमना पड़ेगा।
नो सो
उड़ीसा की इमेजिन, उड़ीसा की गर्मी में वी कांट वेयर शॉर्ट्स।
No, I think this is one good thing about Nalsar. The professors and the students, the student body, whoever, like the administration, they do not impose any dress code. It's actually upon the students what they want to wear, whatever they feel comfortable in. And there is literally no rule. There is no dress code. We do have like theme Thursdays where the cultural committee is like, okay, this day we would ask the student body to dress in some color or some theme, but that's also not mandatory. It's completely upon the students to wear whatever they want. So that's not here.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
it's a very positive sort of attitude that students have towards this, to be very honest. A little anecdote from before. There was this one senior batch, I don't remember who, but we have one professor who's a little iffy about wearing shorts to class or wearing sleeveless and coming to class. This one student had worn shorts and gone, and this professor got mad, and I think she kicked her out of the class or something like that. The next day, the entire class wore shorts and walked into class, and we have this Thinking Man statue in Nalsar. They dressed up the Thinking Man statue in shorts, and it was a whole deal. So it's very positive in that regard. It's really nice to see the solidarity that the student body has.
Do they still have that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So being a part of the student council, how many committees are there in Nalsar? First question, approximate numbers, and what is that one committee which is you think is unique about Nalsar?
I think there are 8 committees.
There are 10 committees and one board of auditors.
कमेटी में आई हैव हर्ड के नालसर में जाने जैसे बाकी एनएलयू में तो टीचर्स पहले स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस मांगते हैं, फिर वो खुद इंटरव्यू लेते हैं। यहाँ पे शायद वोटिंग होती है।
हाँ, entirely.
एक बार पूरा प्रोसेस समझा दो क्या होता है।
हाँ, तो first off you have 10 committees. Single specific committee at Nalsar will vary from person to person. मैं ADR committee में हूँ, तो मेरे लिए obviously ADR committee holds more significance than any other committee. But There's a whole bunch. There's one that handles moot courts, there's one that handles academics, there's one that handles ADR, one for sports, culture, etc. Election process, there's a proper election. There's direct and indirect elections both.
For all committees.
Yes. So we have the 10 committees in the Board of Auditors all directly elected from each section. So we have 2 sections per batch. Each section elects one representative for each committee, except for sports com and the hostel committee, which has a male rep and a female rep. So that's like women vote for women, men vote for men, all that. And हाँ वो direct elections होती है, and then all the elected representatives are taken into one room at Nalsar. And election day is very exciting at Nalsar for anybody that's involved. It's like it's a whole thing. बस पहले campaigning होती है, politics चल रहे होते हैं, deals बनती है, all that jazz. It's very exciting. But all your elected representatives are taken into one room, and we have this thing called the Student Executive Council over and above all of the committees that are there. These reps are largely indirectly elected. So इसमें तुम्हारे president, vice president, general secretary, joint secretary ये सब आते हैं. The president and vice president are elected by everybody at Nalsar, the entire student body. The rest of the positions like treasurer and the secretaries are indirectly elected by your elected representatives from each section. And हाँ मतलब चलता है. Each committee has their own mandate. They do their work. Student Executive Council passes policies. They negotiate with the admin. They do a lot of the emergency related work also. Like if there's some protest that's happening at Nalsar, then the student board, the executive council helps to coordinate that and negotiate with the admin as to what the demands of the students are and all of that.
तो ये जो कैंपेनिंग वाला फेज होता है इसमें लोग गिफ्ट्स भी बांटते हैं, कुछ ल्यूक्रेटिव ऑफर्स मिलते होंगे?
Gifts, हाँ. What kind of gifts I won't say.
Yeah, that I know. I can assume.
Yeah.
But one unsaid rule that like I just remembered was, and not just like it's not literally unsaid, but we don't use boys and girls to refer to boys and girls. We use BH residents for residents in the boys hostel and GH residents for residents in the girls hostel. I mean, like a lot of people would not be able to make sense until they come here and understand why we have that. But yeah, this is one thing that is, I wouldn't call it too like unique to Nalsar, but this is specific to Nalsar. I haven't come across many people from other universities that have this culture around in their college.
I think that comes from like everybody is very accepting of each other at Nalsar because you get a lot of freedom at Nalsar. First of all, to begin with, barely any sort of impositions on you, like the dress code thing, for example. You can come wearing whatever you're comfortable in, no matter what that may be. So with that freedom comes, your agency to express yourself. And so you get like exposure to all sorts of people, people that identify as a part of the LGBTQ community. There's a whole queer circle on campus. It's called the NQC, Nalsar Queer Community Collective. Yeah. So it's very accepting in that regard.
Okay, so जब तुम लोग स्टार्टिंग में शायद फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड ईयर में ही होगे तब शायद फैजान सर के टाइम पे भी देखा है ना तुम लोग? फैजान मुस्तफा व्हेन ही वाज द वाइस चांसलर. 1 साल.
Entire first year and a couple of months from the second year.
तो उस टाइम पर क्या अलग हुआ करता था? हाउ वाज ही एज अ वाइस चांसलर? थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताओ.
He was very involved, I think, if I have one word, because students could just call him up and ask him for help and he'd help out. And I think even today, in fact, if somebody called up Faizan sir and said, "Hello sir, help chahiye," he would help out. So
and he was very open to suggestions. He was always open to taking feedbacks, not just taking feedbacks, but like listening to problems that the students are telling him about the administration or something at campus. So वो सुनते थे, and I'm sure he made efforts to resolve them to the point where मतलब the professors in our second semester, which was from January 2022 to like May 2022. So half of the semester was online and half of the semester was offline. And the professors were saying that, okay, the end semester examination should be offline because post midterms we had offline classes. So students were like, sir, आधा semester online exam हुए हैं तो बाकी का भी, and like there were a bunch of arguments made from both sides. And he was like, okay, we'll have online exams even after the fact that we had offline classes because the professors were hell bent on taking offline exams. But it was like, okay, because the students are not in the best space अभी, कुछ कैंपस पे आए हैं कुछ नहीं आए हैं, थोड़ा इधर उधर है मैनेजमेंट, तो हम हाँ ठीक है ऑनलाइन एग्जाम भी करवा देंगे, लाइक थिंग्स लाइक दिस, लाइक ही वुड actually listen and not be like, okay, this is something I have decided and this is something I'm gonna do. So,
And he was a firm believer of having a very student-led, student-run university. And I think so Nalsar has a very strong student council, like a student bar council. And in the sense that we pass our own policies, we obviously negotiate with the admin, but we're the ones that are drafting our own policies, which doesn't happen in a lot of NLUs. And in fact, a lot of NLUs don't have a student council to begin with. So I think his approach towards how a university should run helped in giving the SPC the power that it has in Nalsar today. Also, he's just a very charismatic man. Like he's famous for his one-liners that he used to give. We have these open houses with the student body. So it's the vice chancellor, the registrar, and like a few others, and the entirety of the student body, and we get to question them. Open house mein, in front of everybody, saying, okay, this is an issue that we cropped up. What are you doing about it? And he was very, very famous for making these open houses really, really fun because he'd have all these one-liners and people would be banging tables and hooting and all that. So he was very well liked at Nalsar.
So, talking about the committees, how is the interaction and authority of the faculty जो हैं campus में and their involvement with regards to the committee? एक बार उसके बारे में बताओ.
It's largely student-run. Majority of the power is with the students. Each committee, almost every committee, like your competition committees and stuff, have a faculty advisor. But it varies from committee to committee. Like the moot court committee has a very active faculty advisor. The ADR committee has a relatively less active faculty advisor. It varies. But it's just the students largely that decide what happens to their own academics or ADR competitions.
So faculty का what is the role of the faculty in the committee, inside the committee?
Nothing.
Just forming the committee.
वो भी नहीं करते honestly, वो election से होता है.
First of all, the very first step तो यहाँ पर तो faculty interview भी नहीं ले रही है, ये तो voting से ही आ रहा है सब कुछ.
It's entirely student led. Impeachment भी student ही करती है, voting students करते हैं, सब students करते हैं. It's just like छोटे छोटे चीजें, like let's say funds you need to get out from the SPC budget, उसके लिए faculty coordinator का signature चाहिए होता है, things like that.
it's so, actually like President of India जैसा system है. It's only they are there. They'll have they'll do all the signatures and coordination. Mostly administration say students ही करते हैं, and like most of the committees. So academic any committee except for academic committee. Academic committee की जो chair होती है, उनका थोड़ा interference and role ज़्यादा होता है. And उसके अलावा बाकी committees.
But which makes sense also. Like academics के लिए तो faculty की involvement तो चाहिए ही.
वो तो पूरा बच्चों पे छोड़ भी नहीं सकते.
हाँ, exactly.
एग्जाम ही खत्म हो जाएंगे कॉलेज में.
मैं attendance requirement हटाऊंगा. मैं हर बार short पढ़ता हूँ, मैं तो वो हटवाऊंगा.
नहीं, but I think technically if you think about it, they can, sort of come interfere if they want to. But बस नालसार का culture ऐसे है कि वो नहीं करते हैं interfere.
Also, how is it like to be in Nalsar एक दिन? Basically a day in your life. How does it start? How does it end? पूरा एक 24 hours.
ये बहुत अलग-अलग है for different people.
एक जनरल क्लासेस का schedule वगैरह क्या कैसा रहता है सबका?
See, the classes begin at 9 in the morning. वो 1:30 तक जाती है. Then we have a lunch hour. उसके बाद if there are classes scheduled, then वो होती है based on electives and optional courses that student opt for. So usually it's like till 1:30. उसके बाद lunch hour and then whatever you want to do. Social interactions, sports. Like if you are participating in a competition, then that's up to you. Like post 2:30, it's whatever you want to do in the entire day. It's completely up to you. जैसे हर्षिका is in the exec and SPC, तो उनका एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से कुछ चल रहा होता है. हम लोग अगर कुछ कंपटीशन में पार्ट ले रहे होते हैं तो उसका हमारा चल रहा होता है. इट्स मोस्टली दैट.
और ये जो सिस्टम है मेंटर मेंटी वाला, एक बार ये बताना क्या चीज है.
So there's two different mentors, two different kinds of mentors. One is an academic mentor, which was started recently, and the other is a social mentor, for the lack of a better word. Social mentor क्योंकि वो social welfare वाली committee allot करती है mentors को, इसलिए social mentor. But academic mentor, as the name suggests, academics में कोई doubt हो या कुछ हो तो help out करते हैं. Extra help की जरूरत हो तो you can reach out to them. Social mentors are just बस seniors से बात कर लो. Whatever we're telling you, our seniors will tell us at Nalsar. Any sort of advice you need, any help you need, कुछ भी project review करना हो, जो भी हो, your mentors help you out. You get to put preferences. You have like top 5 preferences. वो mentors like एक introduction भेजते हैं अपना brief, hobbies क्या है, कहाँ से हो, all that, and you get to pick. And तुम्हारे preferences के हिसाब से allot होते हैं.
And it's not that you have to stick to talking to just those people. I mean, I was allotted a couple of mentors. I usually talk to one of them. दूसरे से मेरी इतनी interaction हुई नहीं है. So after a point, like एक महीने के बाद it's all there. तुमको जिनसे बात करनी है तुम कर सकते हो. Just to break the ice and in the beginning and make you feel comfortable, you have certain points of contacts. ऐसे कह लो कि ये तुम्हारे चलो कुछ सीनियर्स है जिनसे तुम इजीली इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हो. And which is also like you choose based on what they write in their introduction, etc. जो हर्षिका ने
ये सीनियर्स अपना इंट्रोडक्शन लिखते हैं
तो you have to fill in a form.
जूनियर्स चूज करते हैं कि मुझे कौन सा सीनियर चाहिए.
हाँ ऐसा होता है.
तो उसमें
Preference रखते हैं.
उसमें
वो
अगर
committee
ज्यादा
allot
एक सीनियर के लिए ज्यादा लोग डिमांड करें तो क्या होता है.
तो इसलिए 5 प्रेफरेंसेस होती है. तो एक सीनियर को यूजुअली एक बैच से 2 ही मिलते हैं जितना मुझे पता है. तो 2 से ज्यादा नहीं होता है. तो based on this.
Yeah. Again, this is a student-run thing. There's no faculty involvement here
तो
also.
ये जो मेंटर बनते हैं ये पूरे 5 साल चलते हैं आपके, मतलब जब तक वो हैं.
Even after college.
Yeah. But honestly though, like realistically speaking, even if it's not like it's just your mentor or somebody that you know that will help you out at Nalsar, any senior that you reach out to will necessarily, if they can, will definitely help you out. Like 95% of your seniors at Nalsar, if you need any help, will help you out. Even if they don't know you, they don't know your name, they don't know who you are, they've never spoken to you before. If you need help, they'll come. They'll be there.
And
Which
in fact,
is
some seniors go out of their way, taking
Yes.
an extra effort to help you out. Because like एक residential college में रह रहे हो, so far away from home, so you need that थोड़ा senior का भैया दीदी जैसा कुछ एनर्जी कि हाँ ठीक है ये हमारी हेल्प कुछ डिफिकल्ट टाइम्स में. मोस्टली एकेडमिक्स से अभी मैं कह सकता हूँ एकेडमिक पर्सपेक्टिव से, बट लाइक अदरवाइज एज वेल. लाइक मैंने और अर्शिका ने कंपटीशन किया है तो उसमें हमारे सीनियर्स ने हमने तो हमारे सीनियर्स के साथ ही किया, बट लाइक उनसे भी ज्यादा सीनियर जो लोग थे जो ग्रेजुएट हो गए उन्होंने भी काफी हमारी हेल्प की थी उस कंपटीशन में. एंड लाइक थिंग्स लाइक दैट.
it's just a sort of culture that's come up because our seniors helped us out so much. So the least we can do, we owe it to them and to like our juniors to also help our juniors out the way our seniors helped us. Mooting and ADR, 2 separate committees that handle it.
हाँ हाँ.
Mooting is arbitration and all that. ADR is mediation negotiation. हमने साथ में ADR किया था. Rishabh also moots, which I'm sure he'll talk about. But we only do ADR together.
तो एक बार वियना वाला पूरा वो जो ADR था नेगोशिएशन कंपटीशन, तो एक बार वो बताओ.
So we did this ADR competition called CDRC Vienna together. Full form is Consensual Dispute Resolution Competition. Honestly, it didn't have as much thought as one would think it did. हमने बस like I saw the notification, I was like अच्छा ऋषभ करना है क्या, कहता है हाँ.
I was
register कर लिया.
conference with on my during my internship, and I got a text from her कि आज ऋषभ करेगा. मैं कहा हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल करेंगे, बाहर जाने को मिल जाएगा, घूम के आ जाएंगे.
और यूनिवर्सिटी के पैसे.
Very random. I didn't even read the email. I was like हाँ हाँ कर लेंगे, register कर ले. So and we had an internal challenger. We combined teams with a couple of other seniors that really have good experience in ADR. तो उसका फिर हमने internals clear किया, and then we went to Japan.
And honestly, like, I don't know if we should say this on record or not, but the reason we had combined teams originally was, यार internal challenge नहीं होगा अगर एक ही team ने अगर register किया है, तो within नालसा challenge नहीं होगा तो form कर लेते हैं team. We just combine teams, and they're like, okay, cool, sure, and then other people registered. But it was still a very fun. So बहुत vibes पे बनाई है team. पूरी competition we've done on just vibes. But it worked out well for us. We were quarterfinalists in the competition. We qualified for the world rounds first, and then we went to Vienna and were quarterfinalists there. So it worked out well for us.
And how was your experience in Vienna?
But yeah.
क्या था? How was the day there? पूरा कितने दिन थे तुम लोग वहाँ पर?
2 हफ्ते.
We were in 7 days. 7 दिन हम Vienna गए, and बाकी like we went to 3 other countries for the next.
Yeah.
So 15 days का ट्रिप था वहाँ.
तो ऑल टुगेदर वहाँ पर प्रोफेशनल कमिटमेंट कितने टाइम की थी? वो तो तुम घूम रहे थे, वो बात अलग है.
1 हफ्ता.
हाँ 1 हफ्ता.
1 हफ्ता. एंड उसमें रूटीन क्या रहता था वहाँ पर?
So morning 8:30 we used to reach the University of Vienna. उसके बाद like depending upon when your round is scheduled, we usually were there, and then हमारा जब उस दिन का कमिटमेंट खत्म हो जाता था तो we would go around the city, visit a bunch of places, and then bunch of places, and then head back to our accommodation.
And a couple of days before the competition started, we went a few days earlier. So we did like some practice rounds and stuff online. तो वो सब भी हो गया.
Okay, okay. Also, mooting culture in general नालसार में कैसा है?
Toxic. मेरे ख्याल में toxic. इसलिए मैं moot नहीं करती हूँ. Other people will say.
Please elaborate.
Toxic as in it's just mooting, and this is a very biased perspective. I'll put this on record. Mooting is a very long commitment, right? Like एक moot के लिए अगर international moot कर रहे हो, a lot of people prepare for almost a year. And working that intensively with the same set of people, you're spending almost the entire day with the same set of people, it can get a little exhausting. It can get a little toxic, to put it bluntly. तो वो like there's a thing in नालसार कि दोस्तों के साथ मूट नहीं करना चाहिए कभी, क्योंकि दोस्ती टूट जाती है.
दोस्तों के साथ तो कोई भी प्रोफेशनल कमिटमेंट नहीं करनी चाहिए.
मतलब अपना थी worked out decently well for us क्योंकि ADR था. But no, I think mooting in general होता है.
As Harshika said, obviously थोड़ा सा लंबा कमिटमेंट होता है. तो with the Ian Fletcher moot अभी जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, we actually formed our team in March this year, and actual world rounds तो February में होंगे. So almost we were working for good 7-8 months. प्रोपोजिशन आने के बाद तो प्रोपोजिशन आने के बाद का तो 4 महीने का ही था, बट हाँ उस प्री रीड्स एक्सेट्रा उनका एक लंबा कमिटमेंट रहता है. बट इट्स अ फन थिंग टू डू अगेन, बिकॉज मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव हमेशा मूटिंग का ये नहीं था. पहले मुझे बहुत डिफिकल्ट लगता था और टॉक्सिक लगता था, हर्षिका सेड. बट हाँ आफ्टर अ पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग और फन एक्टिविटी है. तो लाइक आई डेवलप्ड माय इंटरेस्ट ओवर देयर. I think as a law student, नालसार में तो इतना ज्यादा तुम्हारे academic commitments नहीं होते. So it's always better if you are engaged in a mooting activity, तो you would read constantly, you would research constantly, etc. And that arguably helps in your internships as well, because you are in touch of those things. उस perspective से it's helpful, and obviously making connections, making good friends, and meeting other people from other universities, meeting like professionals in the same area of law, if at all you make headways in your competition, that all of that is there. So
But I think again, having said that, it's also important to say it's not absolutely necessary
yeah.
that you need to be a mooter or you need to be an ADR person at Nalsar in order to sort of get through. There's a lot of people that feel like, oh yeah, हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं जिंदगी में? This person is doing this, that person is doing that. What am I doing? It's not a necessity. A lot of people feel the pressure to do it. I did, in fact, for a long time. I was like, nay, I should be mooting. And I signed up for a bunch of moots before I realized mooting is just not for me. So it's very subjective in that regard. If it works for you, if it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And there's no compulsion.
थोड़ा FOMO में किया था, but उसके process में मुझे realize हुआ, हाँ, it's a good thing. In fact, we were teammates. Me and Achika were teammates for that first moot.
And I left even before the prompt came. I was like, मैं नहीं कर रही moot.
तो उसके बाद कोई मूड किया ही नहीं?
नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं किया.
मेरा ये तीसरा.
तो हाउ आर द प्लेसमेंट्स एट नालसा? मतलब मैंने तो ये सुना है 100% है, तो क्या सही में 100% है या फिर कैसा रहता है? ऑल्सो एवरेज पैकेजेस कितने चले जाते हैं?
So 100% में एक asterisk है. So people who want to get a job and they actually subscribe to the entire set of things. So there is an RCC and there is an ICC. So RCC is recruitment coordination committee, and then ICC is internship coordination committee. Vasudha is there in the ICC. So RCC, if you subscribe, you have to pay a fee, and if you want to get placed, so if in a batch of like 120 for a batch of 24, 86, 87 people wanted to get placed, and all of them did by the end of their 5th year. So उस हिसाब से 100% प्लेसमेंट है. इट्स नॉट दैट 120 बच्चे थे तो सब प्लेस हो गए, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ देम डोंट वांट कॉर्पोरेट जॉब्स और जॉब्स थ्रू द आरसीसी. तो आई मीन प्लेसमेंट डिसेंटली वेल थे पहले, थोड़ा सा ड्रॉप हो गया था, बट हाँ, लाइक द आरसीसी मैनेज्ड टू गेट 100% प्लेसमेंट फॉर 2024. पैकेजेस डिपेंड्स अपॉन वेयर यू आर वर्किंग. तो लॉ फर्म्स में जो टियर 1 लॉ फर्म्स है 5-6, तो उनका पैकेज क्लोज टू 20 lakhs per annum होता है. एंड देन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टियर ऑफ द लॉ फर्म,
मिनिमम कितना चला जाता है?
मिनिमम आई थिंक इट्स 15.
उससे नीचे नालसार में क्या अलाउड नहीं है क्या कंपनीज को आना?
मतलब आरसीसी डजंट प्रेफर कॉलिंग दोस फर्म्स दैट ऑफर लोअर देन 14-15
lakhs.
lakhs.
वो एक बेंचमार्क बनाया होगा ना कि हम इससे नीचे वाली कंपनी को लेंगे नहीं.
हाँ. Even with like in-house counsel वाली, yeah.
That again is like a need-based thing. Like if there are still students that haven't gotten placed yet, then they will obviously call, you know, even these other firms. But I was कुछ बोलने वाली थी मैं.
इंटर्नशिप का ही बता दो. इंटर्नशिप अगर स्टूडेंट्स हैं, मान लो किसी
that again is an entirely student-run body. Both the ICC and the RCC. Student elected, student run, student से ही funds लेते हैं, सब student से होता है. We organize a bunch of workshops, a bunch of courses, so that like, you know, different firms के partners आते हैं, and if they like some students, they offer them an internship, which can then be converted to a PPO. The hiring thing that dropped that Rishabh was talking about, I don't think that's attributable to Nalsar as such.
Yeah.
It's more hiring fees in the market. हाँ भाई, तो
like after that, the RCC managed to get all the people placed, those who wanted to. So हाँ, like because it's a student run.
ये तो वो होगा ना जो गोविंद वाला ही बैच है, 24 बैच ऑफ 24.
हाँ, तो स्टूडेंट रन है, इसलिए बेनिफिट भी ये है कि everyone has their stakes involved, and क्योंकि फैकल्टी का इतना स्टेक्स इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, तो उनको इतना इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं करते हैं, इतना इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं लेते उनका कुछ भी. तो आई मीन it really depends upon how your ICC RCC is.
Yeah.
Also, अब जैसे for example एक बैच में 120 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, इसमें इंटर्नशिप्स तो सबको ही चाहिए रहती होगी, तो इंटर्नशिप्स इतनी सारी मिलती कैसे?
Not really, honestly, not the entire batch. अभी तो actually it was 120, then it became 140. Now it's 140, around 140 for us, and then it increased further to 160. But not all of them wanted, honestly. A lot of people are, you know, I think हमारे batch से 100 subscriber है out of a batch of 140. and we've managed to get around 80 something internships.
Mhm.
So a large chunk of them have gotten covered. Other people, उनको litigation करना है, या तो उनको UPSC करना है, या judiciary का कुछ करना है, something like that. So that's a different set of internships that the ICC or the RCC doesn't really coordinate. हम बस firms करते हैं, and like in-house अगर कोई opportunities है और stuff like that is largely what we do.
तो बेसिकली वो जो बाकी कॉलेजेस में बच्चों को हाथ पैर मारने पड़ते हैं इंटर्नशिप के लिए, वो यहाँ पर नालसार में आईसीसी खुद ही 80% स्टूडेंट्स को तो इंश्योर कर ही देती है कि
That's
आपको
true.
इंटर्नशिप तो मिल ही जाएंगे.
Yeah.
And it actually streamlines the entire process for the students as well. Okay, like there is one set of representatives that we have elected, and they are going to coordinate with the firms. It's better for the firms and students likewise. कि हाँ हमें firms को contact नहीं करना पड़ेगा, एक hassle वो हो जाती है. Students and like people in the ICC, RCC are people who actually like have to work. So
बहुत
it's a big thing. Yeah, बहुत ज़्यादा काम भी होता है.
Yeah. And like the thing is, a lot of firms nowadays have started to look down on personal applications. In the sense that it's not impossible to get in through a personal application, but a lot of them prefer applications through your ICC process. Like Khaitan and Co, the firm, for example, if you write to them, उनका standard automatic response होता है, please reach out to us through your internship committee at your university. So there's that aspect also, and Nalsar ka brand value does help, whether we like it or not. It is a brand name, it does help.
टॉप 3 में तो सीधे वो ब्रांड वैल्यू ही है,
हाँ,
एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे आर इंश्योरिंग कि एटलीस्ट 80% को तो पहले तो इंटर्नशिप ही मिल जाए. तो जब इधर इंटर्नशिप मिल जाती है फिर वहाँ पर प्लेसमेंट तो मिल ही जाती है.
yeah.
क्योंकि जनरली लोग तो काम तो मिला है कहीं से तो करेंगी.
There's a whole PPO aspect also to this, where I think our immediate seniors, the batch of 2025, they had quite a few PPO offers before day zero itself. So if you intern at a firm and they like you much before day zero, you sit for an interview and you get a job offer from them, which also is a sort of security in its own regard. Ki like job to hai, like I don't need to worry about that.
Also, you're talking about the faculty. Faculty at Nalsar generally ही assumption ये है कि अच्छी फैकल्टी होगी, बट क्या कोई ऐसे प्रोफेसर्स हैं जिनकी कुछ ऐसी एक बहुत डिस्टर्बिंग सी हैबिट है जो तुम लोगों को पसंद नहीं है? कोई नाम नहीं लेना, बट कुछ ऐसी हैबिट अगर किसी की हो, कोई टीचर की, जो कि पूरे बैचेस को परेशान हो रहे हैं उस चीज़ से, ऐसा कुछ है?
There is this one professor, I have to say, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, वो इतना डिफिकल्ट है बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. हमारे सीनियर बैचेस में उनका कोर्स पास करना ही बहुत डिफिकल्ट था. फेल लाइक बैक टू बैक. लाइक कुछ लोगों ने उनके फर्स्ट ईयर में ये कोर्स था मैंडेटरी, एंड लाइक फोर्थ ईयर में
बहुत ज्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहा तू.
वो वाला कोर्स मैंने भी जैसे तैसे पास किया है, पर पास हो गया.
तो ऐसा क्यों होता था?
Like he expects a lot from the students.
Did he deliver a lot?
I
I think he's a knowledgeable person. Like his knowledge of the subject is pretty vast.
It's how, like, are we able to come down to his, like, come up to his level and understand what he's actually teaching us. It's only when you reach in the senior batch, that's when you realize, oh yeah, what he taught made sense, but we were just not accustomed to getting so much dense knowledge.
ये फर्स्ट ईयर में ही होता है और उनका सब्जेक्ट
फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड ईयर,
तो मतलब उनके लेवल तक पहुंचने के लिए बहुत जल्दी है ये सब.
हाँ काफी जल्दी
Yeah,
है.
it's also that, like, because in your first semester, you're still, first year, whatever, you're still trying to figure out how to maneuver through college, कौन से professor को क्या अच्छा लगता है, how do you get through academics itself.
And it's very different. Like academics at
Yeah.
college is very different from academics at school. And college to college भी depend करता है बहुत कुछ. So
Yeah.
I mean, if someone who's in like school, they would find it absurd. But yeah, it's really difficult to get through, like understand how academics work at universities. And थोड़ा सा टाइम लग जाता है एडजस्ट करने में. और उसके बाद अगर किसी प्रोफेसर की कोई हाई एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है, तो I'm not saying that all of us are very horrible at his course. some people do exceptionally well, but yeah, a bunch of people just are not able to perform really well in this post. तो वो एक बड़ा difficult post है.
It's just you have to essentially play the professor. Not play, but like you have to. You don't play the odds. You play the man. In that sense, it's how you navigate your relationship with the professor. Understand what the professor likes, what the professor doesn't like. अगर मैं answer में ये लिखूँ exam में, then the professor would probably like it and mark me higher. Things like that. So that's difficult to gauge in your first year.
आई सॉ ऋषभ जब वो क्लैट की तैयारी कर रहा था सक्सेस बोर्ड में मेरे साथ ही, उसके बाद जब सिलेक्शन हुआ एंड यू ऑल्सो प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर क्लैट, उस टाइम पर लाइफ के बारे में और लॉ स्कूल के बारे में क्या पर्सपेक्टिव्स थे और अब क्या चेंज हुआ है उसमें पूरा?
Also, sorry, I didn't realize it was Success Board. I registered for Success Board for a bit.
Oh.
I think Tanya.
I am still the founder of Success Board.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
that's nice. Tanya, somebody.
कोई
Tanya something. She was a third year law student, I remember then, and she'd called me saying, "Hey, we have this thing called Success Board. We're offering CLAT coaching. Would you be interested?" So I had registered for it. I paid the registration fees. I remember. Yeah, damn. Okay, small world.
वेरी नाइस. अच्छी मार्केटिंग करी थी मतलब.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Moving on to the question.
Yes.
तो
What?
हाउ हैव योर पर्सपेक्टिव्स चेंज? जो दुनिया हम वो बाहर बैठ के देखते थे नाल सर के एंड लाइफ के बारे में, तो जो चीज़ें सोचते थे, जो स्ट्रॉबेरी वर्ल्ड हम सोचते हैं नाउ, अब क्या लगता है?
I think while preparing for CLAT, because like a top NLU is your goal, right? You've just idealized in your head, you've idealized this university and just it's like a very rosy picture. It's like, oh, sub perfect hai. I'll just get into this university and life will be sorted. I'll know what I'm doing. I'll have my life figured out. Bas ye ek cheez karni hai. That's not true. Not true one bit. There is not a single person at Nalsar that knows what he's doing. At some point of time in your 5 years at law school, you will necessarily go through one crisis, like in any other degree for that matter, where you're going to be like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I don't like this degree. This is not what I signed up for. But that's a part of your college process. And navigating those ups and downs is what college is all about. So I think people underestimate how high the ups and how low the downs actually are. So that I think is something.
And it's also when you are taking the coaching, people at your coaching institutes would say, क्लैट हो जाएगा उसके बाद तो बहुत इजी है, अच्छा NLU मिल जाएगा, फिर तो तुम्हारी लाइफ सेट है. It actually doesn't happen that way. You have to really work hard. बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. यहाँ पे आके बहुत एडजस्टमेंट्स करने पड़ता है क्योंकि बहुत ही नया है, सब कुछ नया है. Like literally everything at college at Nalsar is new to what you were doing before. Academic wise, competition wise, social interactions, cultural things, everything is very different. So you have to find your way all the time. It's arguably a constant struggle that every student has. And it's also like you're right out of school. So school में you 12 तक तुम सब कुछ figure out कर चुके होते हो school में कैसे करना है, and you have a reputation. So when you come to college, you have to restart. It's actually a restart. So you have to build your own reputation. And because हर समय तुम एक certain set of लोगों के साथ interact करते हो, hang out करते हो, तो it's very difficult to have that face put up all the time. So हर समय pretentious नहीं रह सकते, pretend नहीं कर सकते. You have to find your own space. And I mean थोड़ा cliche है, but just be yourself by the time you reach like second year, third year. तो पहला
what yourself means.
It's a constant it's a constant process of figuring out what you want to do, and hopefully by the end of your 5th year people do figure out डॉक्टर भैया ने कर लिया, हम तो 4th year तक नहीं कर पाए. मैं तो अभी भी सोचता हूँ कभी कभी मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ ये डिग्री, मैंने क्यों इसमें ले लिया. पर हाँ, it always helps. Like
ये कोई बताता नहीं है, ये जॉब मिलने के बाद भी सब यही सोचते हैं. लोग
हाँ,
बिजनेस
हाँ,
करने के बाद भी यही सोचते हैं मैं क्यों कर रहा
हाँ,
हूँ
हाँ,
ये। हर कोई यही
एग्जैक्टली।
सोचता है।
तो मेरा बस पॉइंट ये है कि be serious for glad if you really want to do it, but like it's not the end of the world. Genuinely it's not the end of the world. People after even after getting here, like मैंने बहुत स्ट्रगल किया था पहले 3 सेमेस्टर, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आता था कि पढ़ाई कैसे करनी है, कंपटीशन कैसे करने हैं। एंड हमारा पहला सेमेस्टर तो ऑनलाइन ही चला गया था, तो इंटरेक्शन भी बहुत ज्यादा नहीं हुआ था। तो आई वाज एक्चुअली लॉस्ट फर्स्ट डे एट नालसार, जब मैं गया था ऑफलाइन। तो मुझे कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था कि हॉस्टल में कैसे रहना है, एकेडमिक्स को कैसे मैनेज करना है। तो ये सब चीजें तुम स्ट्रगल करते रहोगे, एंड दीज आर रियली बिग पार्ट ऑफ व्हाट यू डू एट योर कॉलेज। It's not just academics, it's genuinely not just the job. It always helps if you are at a better university, because end में by the end of your 4th year 5th year तुम्हारे पास job होगी, so you have that luxury. So people who are gonna take CLAT next year, if this helps, just work your ass off to get to a better university, so that you have the space, mental space to figure out what you want to do. That's what I would say.
But also not just academically, but even socially. Uh, this I think applies more to Nalsar than other colleges because Nalsar is a very, very liberal space. It's very easy to get carried away as well. So, like, a lot of people, as soon as they came, got very, very carried away with the freedom that you get, with the exposure that you have, and you find out about so many different things, different cultures, different backgrounds that people come from, different ideologies, whatnot, right? And it's very easy to get carried away in all of that and
Different
lose sight of,
different variety of plants.
yeah, also that. But it's very easy to lose sight of why you're at law school. So I think some people get out of it, some people don't. But that again, I think is something that people should at least be cautious or aware of before, getting through law school, getting into law school.
On a fun note, like after like my first semester, मुझे उस बंदे से जिसने मुझे बोला था कि एक बार अच्छा कॉलेज हो जाएगा तो तेरी लाइफ सेट है, मैंने जाके कॉन्फ्रंटेशन किया उनके साथ। अरे आप नहीं गए हो, आपको कुछ नहीं पता है, मैं बताता हूँ क्या स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है। तो क्योंकि एंड सेमेस्टर रिजल्ट आ गए थे उसके, तो हाँ कि इट्स नॉट कि हाँ बस
तो
सब चीजें
उनका क्या
sorted
जवाब था फिर?
वो भैया ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड वाली बात है। सब थोड़े ऐसे हैं कि ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड ही ठीक है।
चलो, थैंक यू सो मच ऋषभ, थैंक यू अर्शिका, थैंक यू so much for joining me, thank you so much for the viewers for watching this till the end.